Hello everyone, Jamarcus here, and I'm here with week 8 of SPDA Mafia, season 2, last season. No week 7, because I didn't end up playing that game. My opponent was not able to play, so we got the forfeit win there. So we're guaranteed playoffs already, but we'll try and win this one anyways. Um, Interesting matchup for me. My team is peculiar, but I think we can work with it. Um, there's some big threats, but T-Tar helps a lot against the threats, I think. The Iron Moth's pretty scary into my team, but I can outspeed it with Sand Excadrill. My water type being a Samurott kind of sucks. Um, and then there's Gren as well, which is a pretty big problem, but I'm thinking some sort of Clef can beat that. And then Manabus is a pretty good wall to Sand Excadrill, so we're gonna have to figure something out. Let's look at what I brought. Starting up, Banded T-Tar, enough speed for a defensive Mandibuzz. Max attack, rest in HP. Stone Edge hits the team very hard. The rock resists don't have reliable recovery, so getting 40% off on these will be really nice. I also have high horsepower, not earthquake because of this, um, mostly to hit those rock resists. Oops. For super effective damage. I have knockoff, because pretty nice to knock off the boots on Vandabuzz. Um, Although I don't know that I actually. No, I brought Rocks on Clef, yeah. Then I have Outrage, because they have one Dragon Resist in Gardevoir, and I don't think Gardevoir is going to be your switch into Tyranitar. And they might not even show up. So Outrage is kind of free to click into the team, so I thought, hey, let's bring it. I don't need a fourth move, I don't think. Next up, Loaded Dice Excadrill. Loaded Dice Rock Blast. It's going to do pretty nice damage to Manabuzz, like 40 to 50%. If I get an SD, it can kill, but it's not overly likely. And again, if I get an SD foul, please just gonna kill me, so gotta watch out for that. I need to be Jolly to outspeed Booster Moth and mostly Battlebot Gran. And then yeah, high horsepower Ironhead SD, pretty standard set. Next up, Scarf Rotom, pretty standard trick. Just like trick the Goodra on switch in would be pretty nice. This thing's a really nice switch into Sandy Shocks. It can full switch on me, but then I'm Scarf and I threaten pretty much everything on the team. So I think Rotom was actually a really good bring this week. Next up, we got Volk. Speed for something, don't remember. And then Max Fizdef. Hold on, let me look at this Volk set because this is pretty bad. Okay, I actually don't know what this speed is for. I also should have been plus speed nature because then I would have had more defense. I built this team very rushed. Bad set. Kind of my Rillaboom switch it. To flame body them. Quiver Dance, Morning Sun, Fire Dance is pretty much the whole team. Psychic is just there for the Iron Moth. I'm not hitting Gren, but I'm not too worried about that. Next up, Max SPDA AV Meloetta. Some backup against like Battle Bond Gren and Iron Moth mostly, but I can also like switch this into Guard whenever. Fun fact, Meloetta is more specially bulky than Clodsire. This thing can take hits even before AV. With AV, it's just crazy levels of SPDF, but it takes less damage from special attacks than Clodsire, which is kind of crazy, I think. Now it doesn't have recovery or hazards, but it does have utility like knockoff and U-turn and actually pretty strong damage output still. Psyshock Thunderbolt hits pretty much the whole team. I thought about bringing Focus Blast for the Goodra, but I figured I'll just knock it off and U-turn it to something else. Last up Clef, boring set. A little bit of speed if they're trying to speed creep me. I want it to be faster than Goodra for no reason because I can't touch it really. But just Rock, T-Wave, Moonlight. Moonblast. Moonlight is terrible because sand. But I didn't realize that till I was in the game, so it'll be fine though. Then yeah, Moonblast. Only attack. Kind of walled by Moth. If they're like agility, it could be bad for me, but I think Meloetta can handle it, so. What do I think they're going to bring? Top 6 are all strong. Maybe Sandy Shocks doesn't show up for guard. But yeah, they just bring top 6. So I lead Rotom because I'm Scarf and I think I'm Gonna threaten pretty much anything on the team. They lead Rillaboom, that's fine. Expecting a U-turn here, but if I Wisp them, shouldn't do much damage. So I just go for Wisp, and I miss turn 1, classic. And they knock off, reveal Choice Band damage. I switch here into Volk, because I was playing this game very rushed. It was the morning for me, and I had just woken up. So I didn't realize they were Choice Band. So I go Volk thinking, okay, they're going to U-turn to kill me here. So I go Volk to try and get the Flame Body, instead of just clicking Wisp again. So I go Volk. I get my boots knocked off. Maybe a bad play. Next knockoff won't kill me. So I just click Morning Sun here, and they go Gren, that's fine. I go Meloetta here, figuring a water move's coming out. But they go for a Rock Slide, interesting. The Protean, that's fine. I think I click U-turn here. I Terra Electric, just in case they like Night Slash. I U-turn. Getting that Terra activated just helps me switch into Gren a little bit better. Nothing on this team really has ground moves except for Shocks, and I'm not too worried about Shocks. Although my Rotom is weakened. I go T-Char, because I'm Choice Band. I should definitely be faster than this unless they're running like max speed. And Knockoff looks pretty free. I didn't want to click High Horsepower because I thought Mana Buzz was a decent switch into me. At least a pivot, they'd want to switch out the next turn, but I click Knockoff. They just stay in though, and I get huge chip on this. That is fantastic for Volk and even Meloetta. They body press, that's fine. And I can click Knockoff again. They go Rillaboom, I will take the damage on this thing. Choice Band is gone, I can go back to Volk now. Really hoping for a Flame Body. U-turn, don't get it. Gren comes in, that's fine. I'm gonna go Clef this time, because seeing as they're physical, Meloetta doesn't beat them just quite as well. They Ice Beam, so they're mixed. I'm thinking they're Scarf at this point. So I believe I click Stealth Rocks this turn. Yeah, as Gutra comes in. And then do I sack Rotom? I don't remember. Yeah, I go Rotom. Knockoff doesn't kill me because I'm already a bit knocked off. And I Wisp so I can get some extra chip on this thing. I go T-Tar to get a kill with Knockoff. They sack Gudra, we'll take it. In comes Sandy Shocks. Now that my Rotom is dead, I don't really switch into this thing as well, but Clef can still take it on. I live 2 Earth Powers, I know that they're boots. They Volt switch out, that's fine. In comes Grunt. I just Moonblast this turn because they didn't really have a switch in. If they go Moth, that's fine. I can Thunder Wave it the next turn if they don't decide to kill me. And I don't think they're going to go Moth just in case I Thunder Wave. I know there was a Sandy Shocks in front of me, so it's hard to click Thunder Wave that turn, but yeah, I do just click Moonblast. So they Volt Switch. And yeah, they bring in Gren on my Moonblast, which was surprising to me. But yeah, that thing goes down. And then they go for game with Moth now. They reveal booster speed, so they're probably not agility, which means I can just outspeed with Excadrill and I'll be fine. And Meloetta can also take some attacks from it. They go for sub. I click Thunder Wave in case they weren't sub, but sub doesn't really matter. I have Rock Blast to just go through sub, not go through, but break sub and then kill them after. So they Fiery Dance, doesn't kill me. I Moonblast, doesn't really make a difference. Probably could have just saved Clef, to be honest. But I do just sack it instead. They get a special attack boost. I started playing around this Moth pretty poorly. I was focused on Excadrill being my answer to it, so I go T-Tar here to get the sand up. I could have just gone Meloetta to click Psyshock, or even Thunderbolt. Probably Psyshock though. I'm going to take the hits very comfortably still, because Speed Booster Moth is pretty weak. Even at +1, Meloetta's not taking that much. So I get the sand up, and then go Meloetta, so that I take an extra hit and sand chip. Pretty bad play from my end. Yeah, +1 did 15% to me. So they Fiery Dance, not doing much. I'm gonna get 2 KO'd by that because of sand. They also get the boost anyway, so it didn't matter. But yeah, I pretty much sack my Meloetta for no reason. And then I revenge kill it with Excadrill now. to go Rillaboom. I think I Rock Blast this turn. Yeah. Then Mana Bus oh, no, this was surprising to me. Sandy Shocks comes in. Um, I know they're boots. I know I'm faster. I know I kill them. So I kill them. I guess they wanted to stall out the sand and then they break in Mana Bus. I don't really know. I just Rock Blast because if I Swords Dance, I will die to Foul Play. I get 4 hits as a Foul Play. This turn, maybe I make a bad play. I click Swords Dance. And I actually don't think it was a bad play, because if they decide to just kill me, they're already chipped. Not that I need chip, Stone Edge kills them, but um, they're low. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe they want to roost. So I'm going to Swords Dance on their roost. And if they kill me, it's not the end of the world. I Swords Dance, and yeah, they do just kill me. I thought they might roost there. But no. In comes T-Tar to click Stone Edge. I miss. But Foul Play does not kill me, so I can just go for it again. I hit this one, which is great. And then in comes Iron Moth, who's going to die to Sand, even if they kill me here, which they do. And then Volk, I think, would have lived any hit from this as well. I'm max HP. So we win 1-0. Bit of a close one, but we take it home. Wisp miss, a little unfortunate. Stone Edge miss didn't really matter. I think Energy Ball killed me anyways. So we win. We're 6-2 now. I think we're top 3 guaranteed. I don't remember. It depends on what happens with the rest of the people at the top. I picked Meloetta for this week actually, so my final team actually, let me pull that up. Alright, here you can see my final team. It is not including Meloetta, who would be my 8th Pokemon. So I have Flamigo and Meloetta as Terra Captains. I like that I got 2. I could have picked Excadrill there to be removal. Right now Scizor will be my only removal, but I think I'm okay with that. I got Meloetta. I wanted a second Terra Captain, and I wanted some special bulk outside of Primarina. It gives me another knockoff user, which I think I was a little low on. I really just have Scizor and Deoxys right now. It gives me another slow pivot and U-turn. I didn't think I needed Excadrill. It would have been my 3rd Steel type, which I didn't think was necessary. It would be another Rocker, which would be nice, because my only Rocker is Deoxys, and I have spikes on Gren and Deoxys. I like having a lower tier Hazard Setter. So I like using my higher tier mons to do damage rather than be utility mons. But I think it ended up pretty decent. I think I got the short end of the stick in a lot of weeks in regards to the teams I got. Like this week I got 5 water types and no ground type. So I don't actually have a ground type. But I do have Volt Absorb. So I'm not too worried about not having a ground type. So we'll be fine. Terra, Flamigo, Meloetta I think are both pretty strong Terra captains. And my speed tiers are pretty good. Deoxys is obviously very fast, and then Gren as another top tier speed mon. And then down to Thundurus, and then like Meloetta, Flamigo are the same speed tier, Golden Go. I think it's alright. Looking forward to playoffs next week, although I think I'll have a week off because the bottom 4 will play for quarterfinals, or before quarterfinals I should say. So there'll be another week break for Mafia, same as Master Ball, which I think the video went up a few days ago for. DDL, I'm playing my game in 2 hours for quarterfinals, so hopefully that goes well. You'll probably see that video if you're watching as I upload this, which probably not, later tonight. I think I've got a good shot, but we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.